Hey everyone, I'm outside the chambers of Chief Magistrate Judge Sparrow, Courtroom G, United States District Court, 450 California Street in San Francisco. The motion to dismiss hearing filed by the defendant, Oakland Raiders, against the plaintiff City of Oakland Raiders in the NFL, in the case of the City of Oakland versus the Oakland Raiders in the National Football League, has been continued to July 19th. Now, I've read the 33-page Oakland Raiders in the National Football League reasons for their motion, and I have to basically tell you that they're fucking stupid. Here's why, and I'm not saying that to be flip. First of all, the first major argument is that they claim, the City of Oakland says that the Raiders and the NFL are on their own simply deciding not to play games in the Oakland Alameda County Coliseum against agreed upon contracts and terms, which includes the bond issue, the lease, and so on. The Raiders and the NFL are claiming freedom of movement. They can basically go anywhere they want to, anytime they want to, for reasons of their own, which is spurious on its face, but bear with me, okay? The argument they give that backs this idea is that they say, look, any NFL team could play at the Coliseum if it wants to, even if the Raiders decide not to. In other words, let's say that the Raiders, okay, look, you and I both know that if you know the NFL's schedule, even though it comes out, a few months before the season's actually played, even before then, the league has determined little things, like, for example, which division leader will play what, and so on, okay? And they've also sorted out into the future plans for uses of facilities in the different home markets. All that's done. And if you do it often enough, it's something that's, common, right? So this is what they wrote in the motion to dismiss. I mean, bear with me, okay? It goes like this, because it's freaking hilarious. It says, even if the Raiders, let's say that basically the Raiders are playing the Cowboys, and they're, hey, supposed to play next year home game Coliseum, all right? And we don't know the dates, but that's talked about as upcoming. All of a sudden, we're moving. So the way the argument is written, this is the way it's written. It says that even if the Raiders were moving, the Cowboys could decide to play somebody else in the Oakland Coliseum. That's basically what it reasons out to, which is, fucking stupid. I mean, it's like they just wrote their paragraph without actually rereading it to check on whether or not it made any sense. All right, that's the first one. Here's the second one. This is a doozy. It goes like this. Well, the City of Oakland isn't a party to the lawsuit. It's the Oakland Alameda County Coliseum Joint Powers Authority. What I want you to do right now is go to Google, and I want you to type California Government Code 6500, okay? And then when you do that and you find the legislation, read it, because what it tells you is, and read it carefully, because what it tells you is that joint powers authorities are established by legislative bodies, like, for example, the Oakland City Council, or a city council, or a county board of supervisors, okay? And then ask yourself this question: what does the Oakland Alameda County Joint Powers Authority really do? Well, what it was actually set up to do was serve as the fiscal seat for the bond issue, and then place both the City of Oakland and the county of Alameda in position to be kind of a catch spill in case the bonds defaulted if enough PSLs weren't sold. Guess what happened in 1996, folks? Not enough PSLs were sold. Only $54 million in PSL monies were raised. They needed $83 million to start. Okay, that was the ground level. They didn't reach it. So that gap, plus interest and everything, got them, is what gets you into trouble. It triggered the bond underwriters to have the right to reach into the general fund of both the city and the county, take out $20 million annually, and as they've done so for 24 years. So, but all of that is set up when you establish the Joint Powers Authority. The original Joint Powers Authority only had 4 members. It had the county, the president of the head of the Board of Supervisors for the county of Alameda, or a designate, and the county chief administrative officer, and then the mayor or designate and the city manager, what we now call chief administrative officer of the city of Oakland. That was it. And then in '96, when Ignacio de la Fuente was council member of District 5 and the president of the city council, that was the same time that the bonds bonds were started to be paid by the general funds of the city of Oakland and the county of Alameda to avoid default, right? So Ignacio restructured the JPA to become something real, which was a body of 8 members, 4 from the city of Oakland and 4 from the county of Alameda, and then members of the business community, okay? That's how that started. So in all that, to say the city of Oakland is not a party to the lawsuit and the county of Alameda is not a party to the lawsuit is stupid. But they put that in the motion to dismiss. It's right there in black and fucking white. They put that there. So whoever wrote that has no clue about how joint powers law works in California. They didn't read 6500 of the code, and it's a joke. And they expect it to walk in here with a win? I mean, the only way they could reasonably expect the judge to fall for that if this judge doesn't know his homework, doesn't know what he's doing. We're in San Francisco, California. You show me a judge that doesn't know joint powers law? I want to see that person. California joint powers law? Come on. Ridiculous stuff. Take out pin 1, take out pin 2, you're done. I also should add that the other parts of the motion to dismiss were basically repeats of the motion to dismiss that was filed in the St. Louis case, and that was thrown out by that judge. All right. Stay tuned. Subscribe to Zenny62 on YouTube. Bookmark Oakland News now. See ya.